Hey everyone, it's Lucy here from IGN, and I am here with our resident Dota 2 expert, Katie Casada.
Hello.
Now, Katie has been taking me through the sort of basics of Dota 2, really. So in our last video, we learned, because I am absolutely useless. I've never played Dota 2 or even a MOBA in my entire life. In our last video, we basically sort of we were playing in a bot match. We were basically just learning the very, very, very simple kind of beginning mechanics, right, of the game.
Yeah.
But now we are playing with and against actual real live people.
Yeah. I kind of messed up my bot match, so I want to make up for it.
All right.
I got ruined on my favorite hero.
So, like, you've got your sort of team up here on the right.
Yeah.
And you guys play together a lot, right? Like you and your team.
Yes. Oh no, he's got haste. I'm in trouble already.
Right.
This is bad.
Where's your team? Wow, this guy's got it out for you. Who is this guy? Just a random? Oh,
Pudge.
there we go.
I had to knock him out. No! He already has a haste.
Oh, wow.
So I already died.
Okay.
That's bad. He was at the rune.
Right. So that was someone from the other team.
Yeah, I got really unlucky because that Pudge got the haste rune, which I can't really...
You can't do much about.
Nope.
Okay, so what is the difference fundamentally between playing with a team against real people and bots? Is it just way harder?
It's a lot harder.
Right.
Like, you can't make silly mistakes like that.
Okay.
Which...
Well, that's okay. This is all part of the learning process.
Yeah, so Pudge, this guy, is my least favorite hero for a lot of reasons.
Right, because he just
that.
kicked your ass. Is that why? Is that why he's your least favorite?
And he does that to me. Every hero I play, he just ruins me, and that's just kind of how it is.
Okay.
So I got to make up for that.
Right. So, I mean, in terms of the way that you guys work together as a team, because you were explaining to me before that, you know, you've played with these guys for a while, you kind of know how one another plays, you know your fighting styles, you know which hero you prefer.
Yeah.
I mean, has it got to the point where now you're all quite intuitive and you know exactly how you're going to approach each battle, or?
Yeah, because we usually stick to like what we know.
Okay.
So I usually do a safe lane carry.
Now explain to me what that means again.
This is just like the hard carry in the game. At the end of the game, this character is the one who's going to kill everyone.
Right.
But you can't die in the first 5 seconds.
So for those of us who missed our first video, a carry essentially means that you are carrying the game, right? So you're actually like kind of the one that needs to be waving the flag at the very end.
Yep.
And so like just quickly, just to recap, who else have you got beside you? You've got your support characters, right?
I've got Vengeful Spirit, who gives me a pretty sick damage boost.
Yep.
I just had to save her there because Slardo was going to kill her.
Right.
So like I have a silence cone that will silence someone and knock them back.
Okay.
So
and where did that come from? Was that just something that you picked at the beginning?
Yeah, because when Pudge was chasing me back like around here, I had to skill this really quickly so I could try to get away, but it didn't work. So
right. And you guys are also ranked, so you were also explaining to me that this team that you're playing against right now is you know, you've played them before and they're kind of known for being sort of, well, you know, a challenge.
Well, we've never played this specific team before.
Oh, okay.
Like, every team gets a ranked counterpart, just based on your average ranking total.
Okay, cool.
Your MMR is what it's called.
So we're actually joined by Brian Albert, who's our associate editor, Miranda Sanchez, who's a freelancer at IGN, and who else are we joined by?
Actually, Brian is not playing right now.
Right.
Arthur Geese from Polygon is Earthshaker.
Arthur, right.
Sean Saris, who is wiki editor, is Kunka. Landing with me is my friend Jason. Okay,
cool. And so, just going back to who they're actually playing and what their sort of characters, what are they doing right now?
So Jason is my support. So right now he's pulling this creep camp to actually stacking. So every minute creeps will spawn in the jungle.
Yep.
So he's trying to get a double camp here because while they're running away from it, they'll spawn in this area.
Okay.
So that's a good way to get farm when you're higher level.
Right.
So did it? I don't know if it worked. It did. So he has a pretty big stack there.
Okay. And what are the other guys doing?
So Sean is Kunkka, and he's actually running for a rune. He has a haste. And Miranda and Arthur are bottom. Miranda is Marana, which is great because it's like her name. I always love that. She loves Marana so much. I'm like, it's perfect.
Okay. That's really adorable. So what is she doing? What's her character doing?
Her character is she rides a mount like my favorite Luna.
Yep.
And her big thing is she can make all of us go invisible.
Okay.
For
cool.
a short period.
And how is that used? I mean, how does she use that strategically in battle?
Like if we're in trouble or
Yep.
we want to go and try to gank someone, she'll make us invis and we just go wreck
Right.
house.
And ganking, again, for those who missed the first video, is essentially cool Dota 2 slang for
destroying.
for a kind of like kill, a stealth kill, right? Like an unawares kill, right?
Yeah, like it's one that they're completely unaware.
Right.
So right now, Sean said that we're missing mid, so Pudge is probably going to come up around here to try and gank us.
What does that mean, missing mid?
So like if he notices that Pudge isn't around here, he'll tell us.
Oh, I see.
So we don't get ganked.
So Pudge is the mid. Explain it to me.
He's the mid guy.
I'm trying to.
You're doing so
I'm trying
well.
to. I felt like I was doing really well right up until then.
The mid thing.
The mid, right?
Yeah.
So he just noticed that he was missing from like the middle lane. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So right now, actually, Pudge is bottom, so we're okay. But they could probably use help bottom. I can't really get there right now.
Right. So essentially, what you're doing is you. I mean, again, this is fairly obvious at this point. You're just pushing through to try and like conquer their territory and get to the shrine thing at the end.
Yeah, the ancient.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
the shrine thing.
This is great. I like your terms better.
And that's kind of the whole goal of Dota, is to just sort of get the most territory and push forward and get to the end first.
Yeah, like.
And that's like MOBA. That's MOBA staple, right? Like this isn't anything that's particularly new to Dota.
Yeah.
So I mean, the one thing I guess I didn't ask you in the last video that we shot, what is it about Dota that makes it stand out from other MOBAs for you personally?
Well, because
you were a League of Legends person for ages, right?
Yeah, for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
I mean, like I took a break from League of Legends, and it kind of it happened that Brian was like, "You should play Dota." I'm like, "All right." I'll do that because I really enjoyed playing League.
Yeah.
And I asked him like the big differences, and it just seems a lot more complicated.
Right.
There's lots of different factors that go into. He's down here. Whoops.
I was wondering what you were doing there.
Yeah, I forgot that he was pulling. So, hi.
Oh
Crap! I'm in trouble.
Oh, you're in so much trouble.
Yep. He's pretty.
Smash a tree! Smash a tree!
I don't think it's gonna work.
Now, for those of you who didn't watch the last video, smashing a tree in Dota 2 apparently gives you health.
Get him. All right, so we killed him, which is good.
Right.
But I died for it.
It's a noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, sorry for interrupting. So please continue, what you were saying about how it differs from other MOBAs.
Like even like last hitting, I don't think League of Legends, it's been so long. It's just, I don't know. There's so much to each hero.
Right.
I mean, a lot of MOBAs don't really take into account different strategy factors, and there's different things you have to take into account each match.
Right.
Like I get that you could do that with a lot of MOBAs, but like for Dota, it just seems so calculated.
Yeah. So it's basically really like polished.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting.
It's like a really fancy chess match.
Okay.
Is how I would describe it.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So if you're into chess and you're also into video games, you should probably be playing Dota.
Yeah. It's like whenever my friends are like, I really want to get into Dota, I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, so Pudge is right here. We're kind of have to watch it.
So are you just guarding
This
that?
tower, yeah.
This right.
Yeah, but Pudge, he has a hook, and he can hook me in.
Yeah, I saw that hook before. That's
Yeah,
brutal.
It is really bad. So Miranda just gave us Moonlight Shadow, which makes us invisible.
And why did she choose to do that?
Because she was about to die, but it didn't go off in time,
Okay.
which stinks. I feel bad. So what happened up in the lane when I died? My team adjusted to us getting ganked up here,
Right.
and 2 of their characters died for it, which is
Okay.
really nice. And that's why I like playing with my team, because they had my back.
Yep. And there are multiple lanes in Dota and that you need to be aware of, right?
Yeah.
So there's the mid lane, which we just
Yeah.
talked about, and there's explain some of the other sort of areas around here.
This is the jungle.
Yep.
So I'm running to the jungle because my team is pinged that they need help here.
Okay.
So Lich is mid. And then I'm going mid to try to kill Mitch, maybe, or not Mitch, Lich.
It's a bit of a slip there, Katie.
Listen. And the bottom lane where Miranda was.
Okay.
Is right there. That is the off lane. Oh no.
So these are just like these little guys down here, these little minions. What are they called again? Creeps.
Yeah.
So they're just constantly spawning.
Yeah, they spawn every minute.
Right.
Oh no, this is bad. So, I went to try to help mid, and he just got destroyed. And Arthur just saved my life because he's our shaker and he's amazing.
Right.
And he just got wrecked. So they're the other team is kind of pile driving mid right now.
Right.
And we weren't really prepared for it, which I could see. Like my health is just abysmal.
Can you hit a tree?
I'm just going to heal.
Okay.
You just love hitting trees.
I just love the fact that you can hit trees in order to gain health. I just think it's one of those like really absurd video games, sort of, just really weird video game logic. Which I find really appealing.
When I first found out about that, because nobody tells you what to do in Dota. Like there's a tutorial, but it doesn't tell you all the details.
Yeah.
And when my friends were like, "Use a tango," I'm like, "What? Use a tango on a tree?" I'm like, "What are you saying?" You eat a tree and you get health. I'm like, this sounds insane. You all crazy. That's pretty much. All right.
You're all crazy.
You're all crazy. Get out of here. You need to go mid.
Okay, so what you're doing here is you're just giving instructions to your team. Usually you'd be talking over a mic, but unfortunately you're stuck talking with me. So
yeah. So Arthur is pinged for help bottom because the whole other team is here, which is awful.
So you all basically, when you're playing on a team, you all sort of split up, right?
Yeah.
And go and I mean, how do you know where to go first?
You just use your instincts.
Okay.
If you think that you're in trouble,
Yep.
then you should probably leave. Is pretty much works for
right.
the whole game.
But I do find it very interesting that that as you were saying, you just kind of know where you're going and you all split up. You don't, because usually my instinct would be it's like a horror movie. It's like you stick together. You don't split up, even though in every horror movie you split up and then you die.
We just got black holed, which is the worst.
Okay, what does that mean?
So Enigma, the kind of weird looking dude down here, he just left. He has a black hole that will suck everyone into it and you can't do anything.
Right.
So that was a really good black hole that got almost everyone on my team, so we couldn't do anything in that fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at this point, I guess that my question is how do you know who's winning?
We're losing.
Right.
Right now I just go by the kills, but the towers our towers are pretty much in bad shape.
And have you got any of their towers?
No. Well, they haven't gotten any of ours yet, but it's a matter of time.
Right.
Because their character's getting farmed and I am getting shut down. I'm only level 6.
So how could you have anticipated the black hole? You couldn't have.
Well, we know that he's on their team, and that Pudge is just wrecking everyone.
Right.
We just know, if there's a black hole and there's a Lich, we're in trouble. Because Lich has a really awesome AoE attack.
Now you were talking, we were talking about the comparisons to chess. What is the sort of basic, again, the really basic strategy? What is the basic strategic heart of Dota 2, especially when you're playing in a team?
Just lots of support.
Right.
Like, we'll play teams that'll play a whole bunch of carries, and that actually rarely works out because support's actually like great. Sorry.
That's
they
all
make
right.
the game. They are your kind of more strategy characters.
Yep.
Rather than the just kill everything. And when you have more strategy, you have more chances to just kill everything.
Okay.
You know? So, like, what happened with that last fight was their supports did their jobs.
Right. So it's crucial to have supports. And how many carries would you usually have in your team? You just one, right?
3. There's 3 carries and 2 supports usually.
God, and here I was thinking I was understanding it. So 3 carries and 2 supports.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're paying for help up here. I actually am going to stay away from it because I'm such a low level right now that I'm not really doing anything.
So you need to kind of farm, right?
It gets to the point where like I know that I will do nothing in a fight, so I have to stay away from it.
One thing that I mentioned in the last video that I'll bring up again is the fact that you in MOBAs you essentially don't level up during the lifetime of a character. It's like basically when a match is over, you go back to 0.
Yeah.
So you level up during the match.
Yeah. So I'm level 7 right now, and 15 minutes in as a drow is pretty bad.
Right.
Man, everyone's gonna think I'm so bad at Dota.
That's all right. Only like other Dota idiots like me are going to be watching this video, so don't worry about it. No one's judging.
You're judging.
I don't understand it enough to judge. Okay.
So Miranda just denied that tower, so I'm letting her know that she's amazing.
Right.
Miranda's good. I like her a lot. She's very good at Dota. I wish she was on my... Because we just did a Dota tournament. Mm-hmm. We lost pretty bad, but Miranda wasn't on my team, and I think if she was, we could have won a little bit. She's a good support. No!
Wow. Wow. How did that happen?
That's just Pudge. That's
he just sort of came out of nowhere.
That's just why I hate him. And this is a good Pudge player. No, Miranda!
Oh, wow. This guy is kicking your asses.
Okay, so, like, I complain on Twitter so much about Pudge.
Right.
And nobody really understands. And
so are you suggesting that the game is unbalanced because of this character?
I think so, but everyone has their own like hated characters.
Right.
So Pudge is my most hated, and the rest.
And he's got such like an unassuming name. I mean, Pudge doesn't scream threatening, but he really is.
Yeah, he's just. I'm telling them I'm doing bad. So report drow for feed is basically like I'm doing awful. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of people when you do like pug games, which is pickup group games,
yep,
they will feed, and some people report them like to Valve, be like, "This person just messed up my game."
Right.
So that's what is happening.
Wow, this is a whole new world.
I'm feeding so hard. How many times have I died? 4. Not nearly as bad as Miranda, though. Look at us. This team.
You're like a ragtag group of loser misfits.
Yeah. So
I love ya.
Drow probably was not a good pick for this team.
So what can you do here? Because you are clearly losing quite badly. Look, these guys are really coming in full force.
Yeah. We gotta watch. We can't be getting hooked like that, which is Pudge's thing. He just, especially in this area, he can just wreck. I'm trying to get my silences off, but can't do much. And getting glitched.
See, this is interesting because, before it just sort of looked like you were all spread out and you're all doing your thing, and now it's just like a
this is kind of like
it's a cluster fluff of...
Yeah. This is like the last hurrah of us.
This is the last gasp?
That's pretty much pretty much the game.
Right.
Like 20 minutes in. Good. This is a short video.
Wow. So is that it?
No. They have to kill our...
And they have to get this right. And they're pretty close. Are they pretty close?
Yeah, they're pretty close. Like, we just keep getting caught out of position. And I started that because I died in the first 10 seconds of the game. But...
I mean, at this point, you've got to start actually thinking about seriously defending your ancient, right?
So we have like 3 towers and barracks to defend.
Yeah.
Once they're gone, it's pretty much over. That's it.
What's your now? I mean, again, we covered this in the first video, but you were playing a different character, so I'm interested. I mean, what are your powers in this? Like, what's your old power?
So
do you call them powers? No, you don't. Call them
skills.
Skills. Sorry.
So Drow is very good for a starting Dota player.
Right.
She's a right-click hero. Oh, we got a tower. That's nice. And basically, a lot of her skills are just you right-click and you kill people.
Okay.
But I can't keep dying, which is the problem.
Right.
So, like, the problem with Drow against this team is that Enigma usually gets... This is Enigma. He's... he has little guys, and he did the black hole that like, killed us. Oh, no. And Enigma will blink in and use the black hole, and I can't do anything.
Okay.
Pudge can hook me and pull me to him, and then I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Slaughter is super fast, and I can't run away from him. Like,
right.
I'm just like, it's not a good composition that we did, just for me being the hard carry here.
Can you play, this is probably a stupid question, but when you're playing in it, with another team, can you play as the same character? Can you have like 2 Pudges on the battlefield?
No,
Okay.
Once they're picked, they're picked. That's not a stupid question. That's a normal question.
Right.
Look at my build. That's awful.
What level are you now?
8. And Pudge is level 12. Oh no. They just keep murdering us.
Yeah. Beyond godlike. We've got that message quite a few times now. Someone kill them.
Pudge is fucking... Oh, sorry. It's so good.
We'll bleep that out.
Yeah, thanks. It's... Oh, no! It just gets to the point when, like, you're gonna get hooked, and you're just, like a fish in a barrel.
Right. So if he's so good, how come everyone doesn't want to play him?
He's hard to play.
Right.
Yeah, me and Miranda both got completely shut down by Pudge, so, which is typical, because he sucks. He's nice miss black hole dummy. Anyway, we needed that, but we can't really follow it up.
Wow, what just happened there? I just saw a ship.
So Kunkka's ultimate is to throw a boat that stuns everyone. No. No. No.
You're being chased.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
It's like they almost knew that we were shooting this video, and
they
just like honed in on you.
God, this is awful. Anyway, thanks for joining me, Luce. This is the point where it's almost GG.
This is are we almost at the end now? Are we just gonna like...
Well, like I'm level 8, so my respawn isn't great, but I can't do any damage to Pudge at all. He's just a big guy.
Okay, I mean, so, you guys are playing a good team, and you guys have been playing for a while. So for those of us who have not played, Dota before, it's probably not going to be this hard, right?
No. They'll start you out with like a team that is pretty your level, like a newbie level.
Right.
Like right now, my profile level is like 85.
Okay, so
that takes that into account too.
Right. Okay, that's good to know.
Sean,
because I wouldn't want to play this. Yeah. I would just everyone would hate me. I would be miserable. I would be constantly being ganked and wrecked.
Nice terms. I'm really proud of you right now.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Yeah. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, that was actually the name of our league was the Wrecked League.
Right.
And we did get wrecked.
So who's the top? I mean, like, obviously there are, this is a competitive sport now, so who's the top Dota team in the world?
Well, it used to be Navi.
Okay.
They're from the Ukraine. Now there's an American team that is very, very good.
Right.
And they're called Evil Geniuses. And they're if you've seen, probably not. There's a documentary that they did about Dota called Free to Play, and one of the people they spotlit was Fear, who was on EG.
Right.
And he's a pretty cool guy. I like him. Navi has Dendi, who is my favorite player, though.
What are you doing right now?
Just kind of.
It just looks like you're just sort of roaming around.
Well, like, I don't want to get. See, I mean.
Oh, that hook is brutal.
See, that's what I am like running around for because I don't want to stay in the same spot.
And you did mention that this whoever's playing Pudge right now is very like he's really good, right?
Sometimes
he or she, we don't know, but whoever's playing him is playing him very well.
Sometimes you get like Pudge players who are just learning. Like when I was trying to learn Pudge, which was an utter disaster.
Yeah.
You get a lot of missed hooks, and you could definitely tell that they're like newer at him. This guy is a good Pudge. He's been playing Pudge for a very long time. Because I don't think that was his one missed hook of this whole match. Which is impressive. Slarder's awful. I hate you. Get out of here.
Okay, so what did you do there? I saw you do something.
So I used my silence, which, so we're trying to get away from each other because that hurts a lot.
Oh.
And it bounces from each person.
What have you got? I see you got a little symbol above your head now. What does that mean?
That means my armor's down because Slarder kind of like whacked me.
Okay, right. So I see it's a broken shield. I thought it was like a broken heart. Mm-hmm. Which is, it's kind of, I sort of feel that would be apt as well during, in this particular match.
Yeah. That's how I feel currently.
Yep.
Just, no, Arthur, no. Don't. No, I knew it. I knew it.
Wow. Wow.
If the people could see me right now, I'm just like...
And one other thing that you also mentioned, again in our last video, is just how depressing it can be when you lose a Dota 2 match, right?
This isn't too bad because we all know we're doing really bad.
Yeah.
It gets really bad when you are at the point that this team is at, and all of a sudden you start losing.
And could that even happen? I mean, is there any way right now you guys could pull a Mighty Ducks and just turn it around at the last minute?
Do like a flying V?
Yeah. Could you pull the flying V right now?
I think if Sean lands a really good boat, like he actually just did. See, he just killed Lich, which is nice. And we all just work together. It is harder when you're not talking to your team.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, I can imagine.
No. See, like it hurts. It just hurts.
Yeah, that's awful. I can imagine right now you guys would be like swearing a lot, and I really appreciate that you're keeping it together for the sake of this video, Katie.
I did let one slip.
You did let one slip, which we will bleep out.
All right.
But it was only one. Oh my god.
He was even ready for that. Just die, please. Just die.
He's almost. Oh wow.
No, this is the ultimate like. Pudge is the worst. I hate him.
So this is like a really good.
See, like he could pull Jason out of.
I mean, yeah, that's a really long reach, right?
That's a maxed out.
I feel like he's almost like he's the one that's doing most of the damage, though. We're not seeing a lot of these other.
Yeah, he's
characters doing a hell of a lot, right?
The team, yeah, 100%. Like, let's see how many kills he has. He has 20 kills.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh wow. That's some depressing. Those are some really depressing stats. Hey, so what's this little guy? This little flying guy here? Who is this?
This is the courier.
Or is this your courier?
This
right.
is our little guy. He's like a sheep or something.
Okay.
A ram.
And your courier delivers goods for you on the battlefield.
The bits that we need. Mm-hmm. Man, this is really sad. Pudge,
so we've got how many? We got one more tower. They've got one more tower to destroy. Or?
They've got. Let's see. They got our barracks mid, which is bad. They've got these barracks left, which we have to defend because there's no tower left, and we have the whole bit up here.
Okay.
The whole charade.
So you're not quite down for the count.
Yeah, but right now we're just kind of like milking this whole match. They're going to Roche, which is dumb because they could just finish it right now.
What does that mean they're going to?
Roche is the from the last video,
right?
The big monster.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
okay,
well,
yeah.
Great. While I was looking over there.
Wow. It's like this guy knows exactly where you're going to be.
Well, yeah. Well, like I was farming, which I probably shouldn't have been at that current time. When I'm near their creeps, they can see me.
Okay.
And he just was. They were in the secret shop.
So yeah, for those of you guys who missed the first video, Roche is essentially a bad guy who's always in the same place.
Yeah.
And if you, what do you call him? He's
a creep. He's a big creep.
He's a big creep. He's a feature creep, right? Like a featured extra.
Yeah, like
He's a featured creep who drops a really cool thing once you kill him.
Yeah, it's called the Aegis.
Which gives you a regeneration one-off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you could die and come back to life. Totally okay. So their team is now probably... Yep, see, they just got it. So when I was thinking they were at Roche before, they were killing me.
Oh.
Instead.
Okay.
So now Pudge has the Aegis. So if we just happen to kill him, because he's 20-0, and we haven't done that at all.
Yeah.
Then he can just come back to life, which is like literally the worst thing.
So he's not only the most powerful player on the battlefield right now, but he also can come back to life if you kill him.
Like we need a miracle.
I am praying for a miracle. If you guys are listening out there, let's all pray for a miracle right now. I believe that a miracle can happen. I've seen enough American sports movies to know that you could turn this around.
It's like, it is the Mighty Ducks. This is us. We are...
You are the loser ragtag group of misfits.
They are Iceland.
Coming together, and they are Iceland.
I see...
Shall I start the quack chant? No.
No. I'm basically what should be the Charlie of the Mighty Ducks of this team.
Right.
But I'm like the Goldberg.
It's a really good analogy. I love that we've taken this whole thing.
Like, what
there.
else am I gonna do? I'm
wow. So
Goldberg.
they're really pressing in now.
Yeah. Yay! She saved us. So yeah, you know how like the female goalie had to come in and save the day.
Yep.
In one of the Mighty Ducks movies, like that should be me right now, but.
But instead, you're just kind of running away from Pudge.
Pudge. Normally, right now, I would be swearing so much.
Yeah. As I said, I really appreciate your restraint. Can't you get him right now? Can't you attack him?
I can. Oh my god.
Come on.
So we can keep stunning him.
I believe in you.
Stun him. All right, we're gonna get him. We gotta do it.
You've got to do it. Come on. It's happening.
We did it.
Yes.
Okay, but he's got the Aegis, so.
But then can you do it again? I mean, like your health's looking pretty good.
Yeah, but he's around his whole team right now, so it would be a little tough. He was being kind of stupid there, but
he was being cocky there. He was thinking he was like
the bee's knees.
Really the bee's knees.
I just
for lack of a more
knees.
Slightly.
Yeah, that mistook. You dummy. Get out of here. He's so terrible, the Pudge. Why don't you try to land a hook every once in a while? Don't.
Yeah, you loser.
Oh, crap. He swapped. Okay, we got him. Good. So we're actually... If this was like 20 minutes ago, this would be awesome.
But instead it's not 20 minutes ago.
No.
It's 20 minutes later.
Yeah, and I'm about to get my Shadow Blade, which is exciting. Like,
okay, so explain to me what that means.
This is an item that lets me go invis, which would be really good for this team.
Right.
Except for the fact that we are getting wrecked.
Okay.
That's just the thing.
That's just the thing that you say.
Right, so it makes me go invis.
And you can go invis for what? How long?
It is... I think 15 seconds.
Okay.
We lost our racks. So these creeps are pretty beefy.
So what do you mean they're beefy? I mean, do they level up too, the creeps? Or?
When you lose the two things that are here, these barracks, the creeps that are attacking you will level up.
Okay.
And be pretty bigger. Physically and hurt more. And then once you lose all of your racks, they become mega creeps, which is gross.
So is this kind of, I mean, like, you guys have been playing for quite a while, and I sort of thought that, you know, we were talking about that it was the last hurrah, but, you know, you guys are still on your feet. Is this kind of a standard length for a Dota 2 match?
Yeah, the half an hour is pretty normal, but sometimes they can run to up an hour. When it gets to the point where we will probably, if we're going to keep just running in circles, probably just be like, all right.
Let's call it. Yeah. Let's lay down our swords.
Yeah, let's just, we just like go.
Fall to our knees and weep.
Yeah. So me and Jason, who is Venge, like to dance around a fountain. We just like do
right
for a bit.
Okay.
It's stupid though.
Okay.
It's a Dota thing. It's just a thing.
Is it like you know, like a Destiny thing?
I don't want to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about. Okay. That's the sole point.
Don't mention that to me.
Right.
I don't know if that's not the real starter. So Pudge is over here. He's gonna hug us, and it's gonna be a mess. So when Pudge you saw him like just disappear over there.
Yep.
He's got a blink dagger, so he can teleport to like a radius around him instantly. I'm gonna die. This is a dead me.
Is this? I mean, again, I'm really curious about the pacing of this game because you do seem to have been in this same area for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, is that common?
When you're losing, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Usually we're don't hit me. Usually, you can do something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Just concentrating on dying.
Right.
Nope. Now I'm really gonna die. All right. I knew it was gonna happen.
I feel like this might be it.
Yeah. So I think one of our big problems is we don't have enough vision going on. Well, not now, but
okay. So what explain?
I noticed earlier in the match that we started out with wards and all that stuff, which are let's go to the action. These guys, which give you vision around it, so you can see like the enemy characters.
So that opens up the dark areas of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you can tell when someone's ganking you. So like earlier when I was like pinging over here, it's because Pud was here and I wanted to let them know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think me dying within the first 10 seconds really affected this game that much.
No, I don't think so. Oh.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's it.
Yep, that's the game.
That's that. Wow.
So
and so opens the gates to hell.
So this is the don't look at my rating. This is the general feeling when you lose. It's just wow.
So you evaluate your teammates afterwards.
I always give my buddies 5 stars.
Well, Katie, that was brutal. But I do want to say thank you so much for teaching me Dota 2. Yeah. And you know, it was really interesting. I mean, in our last video, we went through a bot match, and that was kind of standard and all that sort of thing. But that was way more hectic.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the bot match. The bot match was tame compared to that.
Yeah.
And I can kind of like actually after seeing you play with other people, I can kind of see I'm starting to understand the appeal now.
Yeah, it's when you're all on point and you all are working together and it just flows really well.
Right.
It feels so good to just be like just roll through other teams.
The flying V.
The flying V. Yeah. I'm an average Dota player, and so I like to learn a lot from people who are a lot better than me, which Sean is a lot better than me. I wish I would be able to talk to him and be like, hey, what do I do?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we lost that one on purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to show.
Of course. That's what I thought.
Like.
That's what I thought. Well, there you go, everyone. That was that completes our Dota 2 101 series.
Yep.
I hope that you guys have learned something. I certainly have.
Purely educational.
Purely educational. Katie, you've been a fantastic teacher. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And for everything else Dota 2, stick with IGN.
Yeah, keep it locked.